everyone, it's Liali here. I just wanted to go through another scenario of cultural difference felt by somebody who may not be from the same ethnic background as you. It may not necessarily be a sort of like opposing scenario, like a sort of white person, black person scenario that we automatically default to when we're talking about things like cultural difference. It may be about like, two people of a different socio-economic culture as well, where there are levels of differing privilege and therefore power. So I just like to go back to the dining table analogy again and talk about that a bit more thoroughly. I'd like you to try and imagine that you're at a dining table, the same one as last time, but you notice you get these feelings of discrimination and you're not quite sure why. You kind of double take yourself a lot of the time, and you realise that what people are talking about excludes you in some way, and that may be due to your socio-economic difference in society. That means that you may feel you're from a working class background and people are actually really disrespecting that, and they are automatically showing their discriminative bias lens that they look through, because they just do not have self-awareness about their own bias. I come across this a lot, being from a working class background and just being talked over, really. Being talked over, although I have the same intellectual ability as people who come from more privileged backgrounds, and I have the same amount of life experience, possibly more because of the racial adversity I faced in my life. And that really hurts. When that happens, it really hits home. So I'd just like to put out there, try and envisage that happening to you somehow at this made-up dining table example we're learning about together. What has somebody said to you or not said to you? Have they looked at you or overlooked you in the conversation? Has somebody literally just taken the piss out of you in the conversation? Have they been patronising, talking intellectually with other people at the dining room table, and have just left the sort of baby comments for you, such as, "I like your lipstick"? This happens to me a lot, mainly amongst female women of sort of a Caucasian majority, in intellectual discussion. And yeah, I sort of become a butt end of a joke or a some kind of scapegoat issue, and I can't lose face in that situation. I can't lose face because I've learned to rise above it, and it's really, really difficult to do that because you have to swallow a lot of pride and a lot of ego, but at the end of the day, you're the one actually gaining, if anything, because you're able to really delve into yourself and draw out these triggers and learn how to cope in more difficult situations where people may just overtly racially discriminate you, but as someone who's experienced a lot of racism in the UK, I have definitely come to realise that it's the subtle racism that hurts the most. So if you are in a situation like a dining table where you're getting these sort of micro assaults all the time, people may realise that they're doing it as well, but they've been brought up to think it's acceptable. So don't forget that, some people are aware of what they're doing and they use it as a power. They've been brought up maybe to realise that they can. They've been given permission by a responsible adult to use racialisation as power, and something may have happened to them in their lives, like in a work situation where they decided to use that kind of method of getting what they want, which is unfortunate because it really demonstrates a lack of self-awareness. So I just want you to have a think about that. If you were training somebody or teaching somebody about racism or cultural difference, how would you teach them using the skills I've discussed? Speak soon. Bye.